everyone, it's Charlotte Smith. I'm so excited to be here today outside with you talking about how I plan a photo shoot. And I've been talking a lot lately about Instagram marketing. I have a free training, 10 Steps to Your Profitable Farm, where I talk about how you've got to be intentional about planning your photos. And today we're doing a shoot, but the photos are for 6 to 9 months of all of my marketing. These photos we're going to take today will help with all my Facebook posts, all my Instagram posts, all my blog posts, anything I need on my website, and anywhere else, any booklets I put together for customers or anything. So when you are intentional about planning, you don't just wake up on a Tuesday morning, say, and think, oh my gosh, I haven't posted to Facebook or Instagram in weeks. I need to go get a picture, and then the lighting is off and the animals aren't cooperating. It's a fiasco. But if you take, I know it takes time and it can be a hassle to get it set up, but if you can take a half a day and plan a photo shoot, then you are free. You're set for, even up to a year's worth of photos. So I do 2 photo shoots a year. So I now have photo shoots over years worth of material that I can pull in from. When I'm planning a photo shoot, one of the first things I do is I go to some of my favorite Instagram marketers that they aren't necessarily farmers, because you don't want just farm animals. People get bored with that. They want to see you and your lifestyle. One of my favorites are food photographers. Eva Cosmos Flores. She's actually a friend of mine. She lives here locally. She's been out to the farm. And even though her photos are food heavy, she has a lot of farm type elements in there. So I get inspiration from outside the farming world, which makes my Instagram account more engaging than the average farmer. So find someone to get inspiration from. And then you are going to start thinking about your categories that if you took the free training, you already figured out what categories you are, 5 to 10 categories. People, if you're a farm, they don't want to just see your cows and your pigs and your chickens. They want to see your lifestyle too. They want to know, what is life like on the farm? So make sure, like my categories include food that we make from our homegrown meats and dairy. It includes my kids, because they know I have kids in a family and I want them to know that. And then I'll have separate photos of me and my husband, so we can show that we could have a fun little picnic out on the farm. We're going to do one of those today. And, and then the horses, the pigs, the chickens, and the milk, etc. So, and this is a family event. So you're going to see my family walk around, because I made sure it was a day where they could all be here. I made them all take a shower and put on, something that'll work for the photos. But the very first step that I did then weeks ago when I chose the date was I got a Google Doc, and my daughter and I bounced ideas off each other based on the inspiration we got from looking at other accounts, and also what I knew I needed for upcoming things I'm going, classes I'm going to teach where I needed a photo of a milk cow, for instance. So I have all that in mind, and I write it all down on paper. So that's, once you've got your inspiration, you've got your categories, list out every photo you're going to take, because you got to get this done. You don't have all day. You want to get this done in 2 hours. That's our goal. We're going to go boom, boom, boom. We're going to go from section to section to section and whip out photos, almost a year's worth of photos in 2 hours because of this pre-planning. So I have my list of all the different photo combinations I'm going to do. Me with my kids, me with my husband, me with a chicken, because your customers want to see you out on the farm. So you got to have pictures of yourself. And my son's home from the Marine Corps, so we're making sure we get lots of photos with him in there so that he's not absent from the family when we show all our family photos. And then we make our grocery list. So we just went to the grocery store and got all the things that we could possibly need for all our different combinations of photos. For instance, I don't know if you can see in the background, I have a table for 2 set up. So I'm going to do a post at some point about my husband and I taking a moment on the farm to enjoy all our hard work. We're going to have a bottle of champagne there, but don't drink the champagne till after the photo shoot, or it ruins everything. You won't finish. So we have our little champagne glasses, and I have that nice table for two with a linen tablecloth. All this was strategized ahead of time. And then we went and we got all these leafy vegetables and flowers from the garden. So, you know, I do farm marketing. I work with tons of flower farmers. So we're going to do some really cool photos with flowers today. Even if you don't raise flowers or vegetables, use those in your farm shoots because they add color, and that's lifestyle. You have flowers and vegetables anyway, even if you don't raise them. So have those farmy things. It does not just have to be things you raise. And then we start putting our props together. Like, we're gonna take these radishes apart. Our radishes aren't ripe yet, so we went and bought radishes. Buy things for great color, you know, and then put them in a simple white bowl, and we'll do photos with, you know, just our hands holding the bowl. It's perfect for a photo, but also you can put quotes above them too on your photos. And then we're gonna have a family picnic, you know, so we got these baskets. I got the baskets at Goodwill, French bread, really showy, big things of French bread show up really well, and colored carrots, and just all these things we plan ahead of time. The other thing is, then I went and I staged my cows. They're in a special paddock where the grass looks tall and lush, and there aren't that many cow pies for flies, so that we can move around the cows and get some photos out there. And then we're gonna bring the horses over and do some shots with them. And then we have some farm implements. I don't know where they are. My husband was in charge of gathering them. We're gonna have photos we've already planned with a shovel and a rake and a hoe. And we're gonna do photos in the back of the pickup. So that's, you know, I think like planning is everything. And, you know, just round up props. My daughter brought these over. She got married last year, so she has some really cool wedding gifts she's never gonna use except for photos. So pull out all those wedding gifts, use them for photos. And Goodwill is your friend. We get plates and things like that. And then we're gonna go gather up a chicken. We're gonna, oh, I don't have the eggs. Here's a basket of eggs. We have bigger baskets of eggs, so we will do lots of egg shots. Please don't take pictures of eggs in cartons and post them on your social media. I see those all the time. There's so many great ways to display eggs. Like, we're gonna put these in the apron, you know, and just take a picture of us with the apron full of eggs. So be creative, and if you think you're not a creative person, just start looking around other people's social media accounts for those ideas, because trust me, they're out there. I didn't go to art school. I didn't take photography lessons or anything. I just learned all this by studying it. So it's really important today, in today's marketing world, to have high quality photos that aren't all dark or blurry. It doesn't work. Please don't post pictures of raw chicken breasts and raw meat. Make a luscious, lovely supper with, you know, your roast chicken with herbs all over it and rosemary around it. You know, that's how you showcase your meat, not the raw chicken breasts I see. You know, it won't work to engage enough people to make your social media marketing worth it if you do things like that. You've got to get really high quality photos and be intentional about it. And then I always have my daughter here to help me. Like, she'll help me with props and all that. So get someone to help. Make sure you've got your family ready. And is there anything I missed? Okay, I think that's it. All right. So great, that's it. All the tips, all the things I do to prepare for a photo shoot. One last thing, maybe we'll talk a little bit about photography. So at first, I thought I would buy a camera, and it's just, you know, I didn't have enough time to learn how to stage photos, and then I was never in any of the photos. So then the next step, what I did, this is years ago, I would trade product for a couple hours with a photographer. So that was kind of how I moved up in the world. I'd trade a half a pig for a photo session. That worked great. Well, now I'm to the point, 10 years later, we are profitable, and I can just build our photography sessions into our budget, into our marketing budget for the year. So now I pay a professional photographer, and it's just so nice that I don't have to worry about making sure the light is right. She takes care of all that, and we just work really hard for 2 hours. We slam out our photos, and then we are set for, 6 to 12 months. And I also try to do them seasonally. We do a summer one like we're doing right now, and then we'll do a winter one where all the leaves are out of the trees and we're bundled up in our winter coats with all the animals, so that we have that variety. And it just makes my marketing so easy. It's working towards that goal of spending 1 hour a day marketing your farm, and planning ahead. Things like this will help you do that. So there you go. Be intentional, plan it, write it out, schedule it, get everyone ready, follow, get your props set up, and then just follow it step by step, and you'll have amazing photos. All right, everyone, take care, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.